Greetings to all of our young people in the Inter-American Division on this Global Youth Day. This is your servant, Pastor Al Powell, Youth Director for the Inter-American Division. I want to let you know that God is alive despite this circumstance, despite the travel restriction, despite the quarantine. God is a good God. And for that reason, we ought to give him thanks. We ought to praise him. We ought to live for him. He is alive because he lives within us. On this unique day when we cannot go out to celebrate, what can we do? We can pray for people. We can send messages of hope. We can tell persons on the telephone. We can chat. We can send a message that Jesus does something every day special. And because he is alive, he is doing something special for me right now. Today, there's a message for us found in the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verses 4 to 8. Paul speaks to Timothy. He talks about, first of all, his faith that he was found in his mother and his grandmother. And then he says, I want you to continue to use the gifts that God has given you. That's number 2. Talked about his faith. Talked about using the gifts that God had given him. To do what? It says, do not be ashamed of the gospel, but to share the testimony, your testimony about Jesus Christ. Today, God is saying, use your faith, your genuine faith. Doing what? Using your gifts. What are your gifts? Today you can share your gift using Twitter, using WhatsApp, using Facebook Live, using so many means, WhatsApp, text messages, calling people, letting them know that we are praying for them, letting them know that God is doing something great in our lives. He loves you. He has died to save you and I. Don't be ashamed of the gospel, but share your faith today. Later on, we'll celebrate Global Youth Day at another date when we can go out. But for today, let the world know that Jesus lives in me. Global Youth Day, be the sermon.